discuss, first and foremost, we've got so much to go through with Apple, but the India focus, the fact that they are able to not only do supply there, but also see the demand there.
Yeah, there are two pieces to this, clearly. There's part of the de-risking of its manufacturing by just trying to pull a little bit out of China, and we should highlight it is really just a little bit. Coincidentally, it's about $7 billion in sales, just a billion, sorry, in revenue they generate from products that are made there. $6 billion is what they're doing in sales. Now, quite often when people talk about India, they say it's 10 years behind China. I mean, 10 years ago, Apple was still doing in excess of $25 billion in sales in China. So it's got a long way to go to get up to what is now in excess of $70 billion a year in China. But it is clearly making traction. That price sensitivity that Ed talks about, clearly a massive deal. Lots of people encountering it there. It's going to take a long time for them to be able to take a meaningful chunk out of the unit sales, at least, that Samsung does there.
We know that Tim Cook's on the road. He's been tweeting pictures of himself in India. Bloomberg had reported that he himself will attend the opening of both the Mumbai and New Delhi stores this week. We are waiting for June and WWDC. It's all good focusing on one market, but we're also interested in product. And this is supposed to be the biggest WWDC ever. What are we expecting, Alex?
Well, I don't know about the biggest ever, but it's certainly the biggest product launch for a very long time. We're going to be seeing this new headset, according to our colleague Mark Gurman's reporting. This is, as we know, this is for developers. Therefore, there's going to be a big emphasis on what is likely to be called XROS. That is going to be to their mixed reality headset what iOS is to iPhones, what macOS is to Macs and MacBooks. There's really going to be a huge effort there to show developers what they can do and show, crucially, why it's going to be worth their while developing for this platform. Developers are really Apple's edge when it comes to any new product. Facebook, Meta have really struggled to get a good developer base into their product lineup. If Apple can convince its developers to make good apps, then it will give the headset, when it's released perhaps later this year, a real leg up in competing with this very much nascent space.
Yeah, Caroline, that's the two debates for the industry, right? How much demand is there for a high-end augmented reality headset, and how much emphasis do they want to put on health when it comes to your smartwatch?
Yeah, and I think actually, Alex, that's a good point, isn't it? We're looking at this new bright, shiny object, but they're also updating the operating systems of some of their original products. I think the watch is going to have a bit of a feature there. They've also got new Mac products. What else can we expect from them?
I think that in terms of the actual new hardware, we're going to be seeing some new MacBooks, but you're quite right. They're going to be updating the full range of software. So you've got XROS, tvOS, macOS, iOS, watchOS, all of these things coming with a few more bells and whistles. We're going to be seeing the Apple, self-designed chips going into the MacBook Pro range, which will be something new. And, all in all, I think we're probably all those things are going to fade into insignificance given the attention that's going to be given to these new headsets. But there'll be lots of fun tools for developers to play with.